Hello, G, and welcome to this week's installment of our Lenten Reflection. We are featuring, of course, our parish staff, and I'm Thomas Ambries. I'm our school principal, and I'm happy that you're joining us here virtually this week. The reflection that I chose to think about and pray on is the reflection found for March 18th, and that reads as follows. I remember my mother, my father, and the rest of us praying together each evening. It is the greatest gift to a family. It maintains family unity. So go back to family prayer and teach your children to pray and pray with them. I think that's a powerful reflection for those of us, particularly who have children. And I'm blessed to have 3 girls. And I remember poignantly, actually, growing up in my own personal life, a moment where I asked my mom, and I must have been, early high school, maybe even middle school, and I had said to her, "Mom, I don't know how to pray," and that really struck me. And I remember seeing my mom's facial expression when I had said that, and I think it had awakened something in her about her relationship with us and the faith that she was bringing into our life. And I didn't say that to be judgmental. It was simply, at least at the time that I remember saying that, a statement of fact. And I sort of felt, I remember that very distinctly, that I just didn't have a really good way, I thought at least, to communicate with our Lord. And so after that moment, I remember sort of walking through the spiritual awakening in my own life as a young man. But I never forget that. And I think that brings me sort of to where I am as now a striving man of faith and a father, as I look at my own children and the hope that I have that I can bring that sort of introduction of faith and a walk with our Lord to my own children. And I think it is certainly one of the most precious things that we can do for our families and for our children. Now, unfortunately, as we know, oftentimes, kids may grow up and they may have ideas of their own, and they may even feel like they're, that our Lord is not somebody that they need in their lives. And that's tragic, of course. But I think the important thing, parents, is first of all, of course, to have courage, right? Because we don't know what the future holds. But also to recognize that our duty, and really I think our blessing, more than it is a duty, is to bring that relationship and introduce that relationship to our children, that they can see in us as parents a real blessing and a real love for our Lord and a relationship that leaves them hungry as well for that same kind of relationship with our Lord. So this meditation today and that admonishment, that encouragement for our parents to pray with their children, to set that example. My prayer, of course, for each of you and for our community, both at the school and at the parish, is that we will take this Lenten time to really set aflame our own hearts for our love for the Lord, for Our Lady, and that in our own homes, through our example, through our speech, through our words, but mostly from our example of prayer with our own children, that they too will have that love for our Lord enkindled, that they too will have that desire and that drive for charity, for giving of themselves, for using the many blessings that our Lord has given to them, as our Lord calls each and every one of us to. So that is my prayer and my hope, of course, that we'll have that courage. And maybe it's going to be something simple, because it's something that's not common in our families, and that's okay. If it's going to be a simple thing, let it be a simple thing, and let that grow and blossom as a beautiful flower would. Maybe start simple in the car. Maybe start with night prayers, or prayers in the morning on the way to school, or before breakfast. Find a simple thing, something that you can latch onto and continue to nurture and grow and build into, as our Lord says, this mighty tree that provides shade for so many. All right. God bless you. Have a wonderful Lenten season and journey with our Lord. And God bless.
You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, 'cause their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they fix, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, you would cry. So just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. And you hear of tender years, you can't know the fears that your elders grew by. And so please help them with your youth. They seek the truth before they can die. And teach your parents well, 'cause their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they